The North Coast Trail is a 79-kilometer wilderness hiking trail which runs along the remote northeast coastline of Vancouver Island to Cape Scott Lighthouse. It stretches along rocky shorelines, beaches, and forest bogs, and is normally done over 4 to 8 days. Our adventure began with the BC ferries from Horseshoe Bay to Nanaimo, and then the drive up north across the island to Port Hardy. From there we organized a car shuttle to have some vehicles at the end of the hike. As to beginning the hike, we were going to be taking a water taxi to a shoreline to start. After a night spent in the seaside motel in Port Hardy, it was an early rise for the water taxi ride to the remote beach of Shushartie Bay.
Once we get up about 10 minutes out of here around Duval Point, you have no more cell reception. So at that point, could you guys put your phones on airplane mode?
After we waved bye to our water taxi, the true isolation and remoteness of the location really hit home. We prepared to tackle the infamous first section, also known as the bog slog, through the forest, constantly wet, hip-deep mud in some sections. We had to get through this section of the forest before we came out at the buoys onto the beach.
When you get coffee, you end up under the boardwalk.
I'm definitely gonna look at there.
Finishing the bog slog. Yes, Major Gator.
Exiting the forest and what seemed like eternity of bog slogging, we hit the smooth walking of the beaches, deciding to skip Skinner Creek campsite and head along to Nawigi River campsite.
make good shit. What is that,
What else
Lotto?
you got? IKEA.
Day 2 started with an early rise, as we had a tidal pinch point to navigate that day. We had several kilometers to hike first in the morning, but a high tide crossing that we wouldn't be able to make if we left it for too long.
Oh, am I going by myself?
Yeah.
I would just go that way.
Our lunch for that day was a welcome break at Cape Scott campsite. The Cape is the most northern part of Vancouver Island.
Let's do this.
Day 2, with the easier beach walking, we were able to make great time and the kilometers fell quickly. A few spots we were on the beach, into the forest, on the beach again, around tidal pools and rock formations. Some of us even finding adventurous ways and losing the trail, coming out at several points along the beach.
You guys beat the last ones here. That's astonishing. You're so far in the back.
And
Why are they off this
here is the trail exit. Not sure, it could be a bear. Oh no, it's Orion. You. With great opportunities to see wildlife, you can expect grey whales off the coast, wolves running up and down the beaches, and many black bears digging in rocks and turning logs for little crabs and grubs. First bit of substantial rain, but it's not too bad. We've all got our gear. Heading to Nell's Bite, and Anthony has guaranteed no more bog.
Popular spot. I think it's like one of those beaches where this is the whole.
He's in. Oh, he's got a soaker. What started as a light shower kept going and got heavier, and the rainstorm was with us for several hours as we were finishing our day. Arriving at camp at this point, everyone was pretty wet. Some hastily put up their tents to get dry and warm, whereas our hero Ryan was already started working on his fire. That was clutch in getting us and our gear dry and warm again. Our day 5 was a side hike day trip. We would be still camping at Nell's Bite again this evening, but we're making the trek out to the Cape Scott Lighthouse. Beautiful sunny day. We chose the rocky shoreline, rock hopping, checking in tidal pools, and just a little bit of bushwhacking to get up to the lighthouse. On our return trip, we followed around and stopped at the beautiful Geese Bay, and then back around to our campsite at Nell's. Our last night on the trail, we were rewarded to a phenomenal sunset from the sandy shores of Nell's Bight, watching the sun dip into the Pacific Ocean. It gave us time to reflect on the wonderful experience we'd had on the trail, the bog slogging, the bears, the sunsets, and the great memories.
Well, hopefully it's silent.
The next day, we would be doing our trek out through Cape Scott Trail to the cars that were parked in San Josef Park.
The last beach walk out. Cormac and I are determined to make it out by 11:30.
And we will.
And we will, which means a little bit of a trot for the last 3K, but the boardwalks are pretty nice.
Yeehaw!
Cormac coming around the corner here. It still says 11:30 on my phone.
Happy man.
Victory charcuterie. Only the finest. Now if they would just hurry up and bring keys, we could get a beer in the car.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Nice bird. Rolling in cab. Perfect. Finished. Beauty. Come get it. Come get it. Woo. Get the pub, guys.